Why is Mahomes being disrespected in your mind?
Well, people evidently want to treat the best quarterback in the world title like it's the heavyweight championship crown. Like if you lose to a guy, he just gets it. And I had to listen all year long about how it's Mahomes, Allen Mahomes. Who knows? This guy might be better. And it was nonsense. Total, complete nonsense. And I was called a hater for saying Josh Allen isn't even the second best quarterback in the world. Joe Burrow is. And everyone thought the Bills were going to roll the Bengals, except for me, when I correctly predicted the Bills season for the third year in a row. And then the moment the Bills lose, now it's Mahomes, Burrow, Mahomes. Who knows? I guess we'll see so that's the first reason it's nonsense. Second reason nonsense this, Dan. I want to give America a very quick lesson of what Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs has meant. His first year in the playoffs. 24 fourth-quarter points and 3 fourth-quarter comebacks against Bill Belichick's defense, including a drive in less than 30 seconds of forced overtime. They don't get the coin flip. They lose. They didn't, like Buffalo, go crying to the commissioner, change the rules. Took their medicine. The next year, 3 double-digit comebacks, including 21 points in less than 6 minutes of the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl against the league's best defense. Then next year, back in the Super Bowl and has the Tampa Bay Bucks, I tweeted out the video of it, in awe on the sideline as he's throwing passes horizontal to the ground, bouncing off guys' face masks. The next year in the playoffs was last year. They scored 42, 42, 21 in the first half, and then Mahomes had his version of LeBron's 2011 finals. Short-circuited for a half of football, lost him the game. And then this year, he has a damn flu game, except it's a sprained ankle game. People are like, I don't know. If Joe Burrow beats him, he's a better player. Give me a break. And Mahomes going to go put on a show this weekend.
Well, you also have to factor in that Mahomes has had one good quarter in 8 quarters in the Super Bowl.
That's okay, but it's not true. It's flatly not true. Watch the Bucks game again, Dan. He was brilliant. And passes are being dropped. Go to my...
It doesn't... No, we don't do that. You don't go, oh, you know what? The receivers... Do you do this for any other quarterback? When you go back in time, you go, boy, man, they dropped all of those passes, or he would have, won that game. You're doing it for Mahomes. I mean, you're blurring the lines here. That's his team. They dropped the ball. What happens, you're trying to make it seem like Mahomes was unbelievable. He had 2 touchdowns, 4 picks. And 2 Super Bowls.
I'm not blurring any lines.
His quarterback rating is 64 in this Super Bowl. He's not been great. Now, you can say his teammates didn't help him. Well, we can say that about a lot of quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
What's your favorite Tom Brady? What do you think is the most impressive Tom Brady Super Bowl, Dan? What's the best one? There's only one
There's
answer.
So many.
No, the 28-3 comeback is the answer. That's what everyone would go to. He threw a pick 6 in that game to get down 28-3 and then led the comeback. The idea that we're going to act like coming back from down double digits with 6 minutes left against the league's best defense and then winning by double digits is not a wildly impressive Super Bowl performance against the Niners is nonsense. Now, you want to say he underachieved against the Bucks? I think the film disagrees. But despite that passer rating that you just mentioned in the Super Bowl, the guy's played in 12 playoff games, has the all-time best passer rating in the postseason, the all-time best touchdown interception ratio in the postseason, the all-time best yards per game in the postseason. So what I'm here telling you is he is an all-time legendary postseason performer, and now people are doubting what he's going to look like on Sunday.
He's in his own category. I asked the question earlier this week, quarterback you want to start your team with, we took Mahomes out of the conversation. He's in his own conversation. Yes, but I'm just saying he's not everything that you're saying he is. He's not. In the Super Bowl, he's not. And we are welcoming somebody to come in to the conversation. That's what Burrow is about. Can we have somebody in the conversation because nobody is in the conversation? Josh Allen's not. Justin Herbert's not. Jalen Hurts isn't. Is Joe Burrow at least going to make this a fun conversation?
And I'm fine with that. I'll be very quick here.
Okay.
I have all year said Joe Burrow's the second best quarterback in football. What frustrates me is the lack of consistency from my media colleagues who all year long said Allen and Mahomes were neck and neck and were putting Burrow down with Herbert, down in a different tier. And then
why don't you name names? Call out who did this.
Literally everyone but me. Literally everyone in the media but Nick Wright. That's the names.
Okay.